Always trying to save a couple dollars when you get towards Christmas, aren't we? Hey, we've got some good news in the weather department. Boy, it got cold this week, but we are starting to warm up as we get into the Christmas holiday, and then as we get into next week too. We've got 60s to near 70-degree weather coming up next week, so a big change, big pattern change. That jet stream is going to lift back off towards the north. What tends to happen at this time of year, you go to the polar and Arctic regions, and they build up this cold air, and once it just gets so heavy and dense, it starts to just slide south, and once it hits the south, it's got to rebuild back, so that's why we're going to get a bit of a break. Thank goodness, right? We've got high pressure over us. We still have a very, very light north wind, but as this high pressure moves eastbound, we'll be on the western side. That gives us some southerly flow. We're going to have some light southerly winds tomorrow afternoon. Nothing crazy, but when you get out of the south, we'll be able to warm up a little bit better. On top of that, you may have noticed we had a lot of sun for the first half of the day, and then some of us got some of those high clouds for the afternoon, on and off. We're watching some of those high clouds come in from Kansas, and we may get some of those on and off tomorrow, but they're so thin, and they're 30, 40,000 feet up there. They're high, so we're not getting kind of precipitation out of them tonight or tomorrow, but a couple high clouds every once in a while will be in the forecast for the next 24 hours. Temperatures right now looking a lot better than they were yesterday. Remember yesterday we didn't get out of the single digits for many in northwest Arkansas. Now we've got teens and some 20s. We finally hit the 20s throughout the River Valley. Remember yesterday we were barely in those teens, so we have made some significant improvements just for fun over the past 24 hours. Most of us are 5 to looks like 13 degrees warmer than we were this time yesterday, so that's some good news. And on top of that, more good news, the winds have really calmed down quite a bit. Remember those winds yesterday were 20 and up to 30 miles per hour, and the day before we had them up to 40 mile per hour winds with those gusts. Tomorrow morning, waking up, Santa comes in town. We've got temperatures in the teens. So it's going to be cool tomorrow, but it's not going to be very breezy, and that makes a huge difference. We'll have mostly sunny skies in the morning. Later in the afternoon, we're going to warm up. I think we'll get into the mid-30s by the afternoon. In fact, by lunchtime, we'll finally break above freezing. We haven't done that. And northwest Arkansas has been about, once we get to noon, it would be about 75 to 78 hours or so. In the River Valley, same story, about 72 to 75 hours. We're going to break above freezing around the noon hour. Mostly sunny skies expected. What's also good news, that jet stream will lift off towards the north, but you're going to notice one more wave of some cooler air coming in. This comes in Monday, so tomorrow's fine, but Monday we're going to have one more shot of some cooler air, and it may even give us a couple flurry chances before that jet stream just lifts the cold air right away from us. But watch out. Monday morning, if you're headed back to work, there could be a couple flurries out there. Could be causing a few slick spots Monday morning, and there could even be a stray flurry in the afternoon. There's going to be a mix between some snowflakes and some sleet pellets. Micah, good news in the 7-day forecast. We've got 30s tomorrow, above freezing, 40s, and then eventually we hit some of those 60s as we get towards next week and next weekend. In fact, by Thursday of next week, I think that's going to be the warmest day in the River Valley. We've got a good shot at 70 degrees or getting close to 70 degrees, but it's going to be a little bit more seasonal compared to what Santa's used to in the North Pole. Let's take a look at where Santa is right now. Just a couple moments ago, he was on the western coast of Africa. Now it looks like he is headed towards Brazil. There he is, making his way towards the shore. He has crossed the Atlantic officially. Now he is in the Americas. He'll be in Arkansas in about 6 hours.
You can see Rudolph right there is leading the pack.
Oh, yeah.
We are excited to see him. And again, when he comes to Arkansas, you know, he might be shocked by these temperatures. He might think he's in the North Pole again because right. We're not used to these temperatures, and he's probably not used to it as well. And if you can look at the very top by that American Cookies logo, you can see how many gifts that he's already delivered so far. And we are excited for him to come here, and we'll continue tracking him even as we head into 10 o'clock tonight. Look at him move right there. We'll still ahead on your 5 news at 6. The Razorbacks prepare for the Liberty